You cannot heal your kidney and proteinuria if you eat these 10 foods. If you have kidney disease, it's important to watch your intake of sodium, potassium, and phosphorus. Foods that contain high amounts include cola, brown rice, bananas, processed meats, and dried fruits. Here are 10 foods you should try to limit or avoid on a kidney diet. Number 1. Dark-colored soda. In addition to the calories and sugar that sodas provide, they harbor additives that contain phosphorus, especially dark-colored sodas. Many food and beverage manufacturers add phosphorus during processing to enhance flavor, prolong shelf life, and prevent discoloration. Your body absorbs this added phosphorus more than natural, animal-based, or plant-based phosphorus. Unlike natural phosphorus, phosphorus in the form of additives is not bound to protein. Rather, it's found in the form of salt and is highly absorbable by the intestinal tract. Additive phosphorus can typically be found in a product's ingredient list. However, food manufacturers are not required to list the exact amount of additive phosphorus on the label. While additive phosphorus content varies depending on the type of soda, a 12-ounce or 355 milliliters cola contains 33 phytomegane of phosphorus. As a result, sodas, especially those that are dark, should usually be avoided on a renal diet. Dark-colored sodas should be avoided on a renal diet as they contain phosphorus in its additive form, which is highly absorbable by the human body. Number 2. Avocados. Avocados are often touted for their many nutritious qualities, including heart-healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. While avocados are usually a healthy addition to the diet, they are considered one of the high-potassium foods to avoid with kidney disease. In fact, one average-sized avocado provides a whopping 690 mg of potassium. By reducing the portion size to 1/4 of an avocado, people with kidney disease can still include this food in their diets while limiting potassium if needed. Avocados, including guacamole, should be limited or avoided on a renal diet if you have been told to watch your potassium intake. However, remember that different individuals have different needs, and your overall diet and health goals are the most important thing to consider. Consider avoiding avocados on a renal diet if a doctor or dietitian has advised you to lower your potassium intake. Number 3. Canned foods. Canned foods such as soups, vegetables, and beans are often purchased because of their low cost and convenience. However, most canned foods contain high amounts of sodium, as salt is added as a preservative to increase its shelf life. Due to the amount of sodium found in canned goods, it's often recommended that people with kidney disease avoid or limit their consumption. Choosing lower sodium varieties or those labeled no salt added is typically best. Additionally, draining and rinsing canned foods, such as canned beans and tuna, can significantly decrease the sodium content. Canned foods are often high in sodium. Avoiding, limiting, or buying low-sodium varieties is likely the best to reduce your overall sodium consumption. Number 4. Whole wheat bread. Choosing the right bread can be confusing for individuals with kidney disease. For healthy individuals, whole wheat bread is usually recommended over refined white flour bread. Whole wheat bread may be more nutritious, mostly due to its higher fiber content. However, white bread is usually recommended over whole wheat varieties for individuals with kidney disease. This is because of its phosphorus and potassium content. The more bran and whole grains in the bread, the higher the phosphorus and potassium contents. For example, a regular slice, or 36-gram serving, of whole wheat bread contains about 76.6 million of phosphorus and 90 mg of potassium. In comparison, a regular slice of white bread contains approximately 32 mg of phosphorus and potassium. Eating one slice of whole wheat bread instead of 2 can help lower your potassium and phosphorus intake without giving up whole wheat bread entirely. Note that most bread and bread products, regardless of whether they're white or whole wheat, also contain relatively high amounts of sodium. It's best to compare the nutrition labels of various types of bread, choose a lower sodium option if possible, and monitor your portion sizes. White bread is typically recommended over whole wheat bread on a renal diet due to its lower phosphorus and potassium levels. All bread contains sodium, so it's best to compare food labels and choose a lower sodium variety. Number 5. Brown rice. Like whole wheat bread, brown rice is a whole grain that has a higher potassium and phosphorus content than its white rice counterpart. Each cup of cooked brown rice contains 149 mg of phosphorus and 95.5 mg of potassium, while 1 cup of cooked white rice contains only 69 mg of phosphorus and 54 mg of potassium. You may be able to fit brown rice into a renal diet, but only if the portion is controlled and balanced with other foods to avoid an excessive daily intake of potassium and phosphorus. Bulgur, buckwheat, pearled barley, and couscous are nutritious, lower phosphorus grains that can make a good substitute for brown rice. Brown rice has a high content of phosphorus and potassium and will likely need to be portion controlled or limited on a renal diet. White rice, bulgur, buckwheat, and couscous are all good alternatives. Number 6. Bananas. Bananas are known for their high potassium content. While naturally low in sodium, one medium banana provides 422 mg of potassium. If you have been instructed to limit your potassium intake, it may not be easy if a banana is a daily staple. Unfortunately, many other tropical fruits have high potassium content as well. However, pineapples contain substantially less potassium than other tropical fruits and can be a more suitable yet tasty alternative. Bananas are a rich source of potassium and may need to be limited on a renal diet. Pineapple is a kidney-friendly fruit as it contains much less potassium than certain other tropical fruits. Number 7. Dairy. Dairy products are rich in various vitamins and nutrients. They're also a high-protein food and a natural source of phosphorus and potassium. For example, 1 cup of whole milk provides 205 mg of phosphorus and 322 mg of potassium. Yet, consuming too much dairy in conjunction with other phosphorus-rich foods can be detrimental to bone health in those with kidney disease. This may sound surprising, as milk and dairy are often recommended for strong bones and muscle health. However, when the kidneys are damaged, too much phosphorus consumption can cause a buildup of phosphorus in the blood, pulling calcium from your bones. This can make your bones thin and weak over time and increase your risk of bone breakage or fracture. Dairy products are also high in protein. Each cup, 240 ml of whole milk, provides nearly 8 g of protein. It may be important to limit dairy intake to avoid the buildup of protein waste in the blood. Dairy alternatives like unenriched rice milk and almond milk are much lower in potassium, phosphorus, and protein than cow's milk, making them a good substitute for milk while on a renal diet. Dairy products contain high amounts of phosphorus, potassium, and protein and should be limited to a renal diet. Despite milk's high calcium content, its phosphorus content may weaken bones in those with kidney disease. Number 8. Oranges and orange juice. While oranges and orange juice are arguably most well known for their vitamin C content, they're also rich sources of potassium. 1 large orange provides 333 mg of potassium. Moreover, there are 458 mg of potassium in 1 cup of orange juice. Given their potassium content, oranges and orange juice likely need to be avoided or limited on a renal diet. Grapes, apples, and cranberries, as well as their respective juices, are all good substitutes for oranges and orange juice as they have lower potassium content. Oranges and orange juice are high in potassium and should be limited to a renal diet. Try grapes, apples, cranberries, or their juices instead. Number 9. Processed meats. Processed meats have long been associated with chronic diseases and are generally considered unhealthy due to their preservative contents. Processed meats are meats that have been salted, dried, cured, or canned. Some examples include hot dogs, bacon, pepperoni, jerky, and sausage. Processed meats typically contain large amounts of salt, mostly to improve their taste and preserve flavor. Therefore, it may not be easy to keep your daily sodium intake to less than 200 ml if processed meats are abundant in your diet. Additionally, processed meats are high in protein. If you have been told to monitor your protein intake, it's important to limit processed meats for this reason as well. Processed meats are high in salt and protein and should be consumed in moderation on a renal diet. Number 10. Pickles, olives, and relish. Pickles, processed olives, and relish are all examples of cured or pickled foods. Usually, large amounts of salt are added during the curing or pickling process. For example, 1 pickle spear can contain around 283 mg of sodium. Likewise, there are 244 mg of sodium in 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish. Processed olives also tend to be salty, as they're cured and fermented to taste less bitter. 5 green pickled olives provide about 221 mg of sodium, a significant portion of the daily amount in only a small serving. Many grocery stores stock reduced sodium varieties of pickles, olives, and relish, which contain less sodium than their traditional counterparts. However, even reduced sodium options can still be high in sodium, so you will still want to watch your portions. Pickles, processed olives, and relish are high in sodium and should be limited on a renal diet. But do not worry, because here are a few tasty options available from the National Kidney Foundation, that is chicken and zucchini quiche, pumpkin pancakes, Mexican-style stuffed peppers. Be sure to make adjustments as needed, depending on your specific needs and preferences. A renal dietitian can also recommend kidney-friendly recipes to help round out your diet. There are many nutritious recipes available that can easily fit into a renal diet. You can also adjust recipes based on your needs and preferences. The bottom line is, if you have kidney disease, reducing your potassium, phosphorus, and sodium intake can be an important aspect of managing the disease. The high sodium, potassium, and phosphorus foods listed above are likely best limited or avoided. Dietary restrictions and nutrient intake recommendations will vary based on the severity of your kidney damage. Following a renal diet can seem daunting and a bit restrictive at times. However, working with a healthcare professional and renal dietitian can help you design a renal diet specific to your individual needs.